Who Moved the Cheese? This is a fun book that I got to read, finished up this week, and I'm a book reader, but this was a fun one. It's really very basic, but you know, how often do we get to a place in life where we're like, who moved the cheese? You know, who moved my goal? Who moved my reward? Who took what was mine? Or who just took what I expected to be around the corner? It's this great book from quite a while ago, but it's just got these lingering messages. And really the message is like how often we have to remind ourselves that it's so easy to fall back and starve to death because somebody else moved our cheese when the world doesn't revolve around us. And the cheese moves all the time. The goal moves all the time. The benchmark moves all the time. And so I'm going to give a talk wrapped around this book, which is really fun, something that I do. I offer to tailor my talks about bravery and tigers and cobras and dreams and faith and all these things, whatever the corporate group needs, around a book that they're reading, or if they've got styles or a template of something that they're trying to achieve while they're here. And this week just happens to be about who moved the cheese. And so my story that I'm going to be talking about a little bit, I'll give you the condensed version, is my first year at UT. I spent the entire year working on getting a fellowship or some type of institutional work alongside a professor to go to India and work on tigers. And after about 100 attempts, I finally had someone say yes. And so at about the 4-month in mark, I had this yes come through, which was a miracle in its own after hundreds of no's. And so I started building for the next 6 months this whole proposal and research project around a specific place, specific funding, a specific professor at another university, and within a framework of an NGO that was working in this area that I wanted to work on. And I thought, yes, I'm going to ride these coattails. I've done it. I found a group to follow. I found a safety net, someone to take care of me, feed me, provide me an interpreter. Everything is going to be perfect. And I'll ride these coattails into my doctorate, and it's going to be great. And then 4 weeks before I was going to leave, that entire project disappeared. I got an email that basically just said the project is no longer, and that was about it. So I crawled under my desk. I yelled out essentially like, who moved the cheese? Who moved the cheese? Like, where are the coattails? What am I going to do? I mean, I absolutely cried. I mean, this was unreal pain of plans, of just safety, of just the whole thing. I had it in my hands, this dream that I wanted to do that no one believed I could do. I was about to do it, and then it was ripped out from under me. So I'm under my desk, just truly mourning and having this incredibly intense emotional reaction